Hello and welcome to this grammar lesson. In this lesson we'll be looking at quantifiers. Let's start with asking the question, what is a quantity? What is a quantity? What would you say a quantity is? Yeah, it's like a measurement or amount of something, right? It's a particular or indefinite amount of anything. So for example, that's a small quantity of milk, meaning that's a small amount of milk. Yeah? And then you have, for example, the ocean has a vast quantity of fish. So there's a lot of fish in the sea, in the ocean. So that's an example of the meaning of quantity. So now let's look at what a quantifier is. So what is a quantifier and where does it come in a sentence? Well, it normally comes before a noun and it gives an indication of the quantity of that noun. So what is a quantifier? A few, a little, a lot of. Can you think of some sentences that you could use using these quantifiers? Have a little think. Okay, so here's the quantifiers that are being used with non-count nouns. What can you see in the picture? Yes, that's right, it's water. So you could say, we have little water. We have a great deal of water. We have so much water. These are the quantifiers that are used for non-count nouns. Okay, so as you can see on the diagram, we have eggs. Eggs are plural count nouns. So here's the quantifiers that we use for plural count nouns. Can you make some sentences using these quantifiers? Have a go. We have a few eggs. We have many eggs. We have so many eggs. Can you think of other plural count nouns that you can use these quantifiers with? Have a little think. Look at the diagram. These quantifiers can be used for both count and non-count nouns. Have a look at these quantifiers and see if you can put them into a sentence. Hardly any, for example. We have hardly any sugar left. We have plenty of oranges. We have lots of fruit. Here's some examples of these quantifiers in use. Think of some for yourself. Okay, now it's time for you to have a go. Let's look at this sentence. There is something, demand for selling ice cream, so we'll keep selling it. So this is like a positive sentence. What quantifier do you think will go in the gap? You could say there is a lot of demand. You could say there is a little demand. There is a little demand for selling ice cream, so we'll keep selling it. So even though a little is a small amount, but it's still important. Look at this sentence. This sentence has a negative connotation. There is something, demand for selling ice cream, so we'll stop selling it. There is little demand for selling ice cream. So few and little have negative meanings. The quantity is almost zero. So you can say there is little demand for selling ice cream, so we'll stop selling it. Okay, let's do the next one together. We did something studying this semester. What quantifier do you think will go in the gap? We did a lot of studying this semester. That's right. So you would use a lot of in affirmative sentences, so positive sentences. Instead of much, you wouldn't say we did much studying this semester. But you can use much for a negative sentence. You can say we didn't do much studying this semester. Okay, last one. Can you read this with me? Do you have something questions? Yes, I have some questions. What do you think you can put in the gap? You could say, do you have some questions? Or you could say, do you have any questions? Any to mean some. Let's look at the next one. Look in something newspaper to find an example. What do you think will go in the gap? Look in any newspaper to find an example. So any can also mean it doesn't matter which, in affirmative sentences with a single count or non-count noun. Can you think of examples of sentences where you can use any? Okay, now it's time to practice from the book. Please turn to Q Skills 5, Reading and Writing, Unit 3, page 90 for some practice from your book. Okay, this is page 90, Activity A in Q Skills 5, Unit 3. In Activity A, circle the correct quantifier to complete each sentence. Complete this activity and pause the video. Thereafter, the answer key will be provided. This is the answer key for Activity A, page 90. Pause the video and check your answers. Okay, I want you to come back to the book, page 90, and look at Activity B. This time, I want you to circle the correct response to each comment or question. Pause the video while you complete this exercise. Thereafter, the answer key will be provided. Here is the answer for Activity B, page 90. Pause the video while you check your answers. Thereafter, go to LMS for further practice. Thank you for watching this video.